Good morning, dear students. In today's class, we will talk about the remaining two organic reactions, that are elimination reaction and rearrangement reaction. We have already covered substitution reaction and addition reaction. Now let us talk about elimination reaction. In this reaction, a single reactant is converted into two or more than two products by the removal of small molecules like H2O, like H2, like HCl, or it can be Cl2, etc. So if you compare elimination reaction with the addition reaction, then you will say that it is just opposite of addition reaction, because in addition reaction two reactants react to form a single product. In addition reaction two reactants react to form a single product. But here a single reactant is converted into two or more than two products. In addition, the unsaturated organic compound is converted to saturated organic compound, while here the saturated organic compound will be converted into unsaturated organic compound because small molecules are removed from the organic molecule. Based on the type of molecules removed, elimination reactions are broadly classified into four types. First one is dehydration reaction, second one is dehalogenation reaction, third one is dehydrogenation reaction, and fourth one is dehydrohalogenation reaction. Here DE stands for removal. Dehydration, removal of water. Dehalogenation, removal of halogen molecule like Cl2, Br2, I2. Then comes your dehydrogenation. It is removal of hydrogen molecule, or its removal of H2. And in last, it is dehydrohalogenation. Hydrohalogenation. Hydro stands for hydrogen and halogenation stands for halogen atom. So here it will be removal of hydrogen halide. It can be HCl, it can be HBr, it can be HI. So let us start with first elimination reaction, that is dehydration reaction, where removal of water molecule takes place. In this reaction, when alcohol molecules are heated with concentrated H2SO4 at a temperature of 443 Kelvin, then alcohol molecule loses water molecule, OH is removed from here and one H is removed from here. H will combine with OH and gives you H2O. Removal of OH from this carbon atom creates a bond deficiency of 1. Removal of hydrogen from here creates a bond deficiency of 1. So both the carbon atoms are one bond deficient. To satisfy their bond deficiency, there will be formation of new bond between carbon-carbon atom, as a result of which ethanol will be converted to ethene. Remember, this chemical reaction takes place in presence of concentrated H2SO4, concentrated sulfuric acid. It means concentrated H2SO4 works as a dehydrating agent. The substance or the compounds which are responsible for removal of water are called dehydrating agent, and the temperature required here is 443 Kelvin. Now, the next one is your dehalogenation, removal of halogen molecule. So here, the reactant molecule selected must have two halogen atoms on the neighboring carbon atoms. It means we are talking about vicinal dihalides, where the halogen atoms are present on neighboring carbon atom. So here we have taken example of 1,2 dichloroethane. On carbon first we are having Cl, on carbon number second we are having Cl. So when vicinal dihalide or 1,2 dichloroethane is heated in presence of zinc, then Cl from first carbon and Cl from second carbon will be removed as Cl2. This chlorine will react with zinc, as a result of which zinc chloride will be formed as a side product, and double bond will be formed between the carbon-carbon atom, as a result of which 1,2 dichloroethane will be converted to ethene. Again, a saturated organic compound is converted into unsaturated organic compound. Saturated organic compound is converted to unsaturated organic compound. Now, number third, dehydrogenation, removal of hydrogen molecule. Here, we will select the alcohols in which at least one alpha hydrogen atom is there. One alpha hydrogen atom is there. So alcohols which contains at least one alpha hydrogen atom will exhibit dehydrogenation reaction in presence of red hot copper. Copper metal, when heated up to a temperature of 673 Kelvin, develops red appearance, and it is called red hot copper. This red hot copper can remove hydrogen molecule from alcohols. Now, about the requirement of alpha hydrogen atom. Here is your OH group. This compound is ethanol. I have separated hydrogen atom because I want to show removal of H2 molecule from here. That's why this molecule is written in this manner. Hydrogen atoms are separated here. This is CH3, CH2 and OH, ethanol. It is your OH group. Carbon to which functional group is attached is called alpha carbon atom. So this carbon will form your alpha carbon atom, and the hydrogen atom which are present on alpha carbon atom are called alpha hydrogen atom. So here in ethanol we are having two alpha hydrogen atom. We require only one. So when ethanol is treated with red hot copper or copper metal at a temperature of 673 Kelvin, then removal of H2 molecule will take place. How H2 is removed? H from OH unit and hydrogen from alpha carbon, that is alpha hydrogen atom, are removed. So H will combine with hydrogen and it will be removed as H2. Now what will happen? Removal of H from oxygen creates a bond deficiency of 1. So this oxygen atom is now one bond deficient when H is removed. This carbon is also one bond deficient because one H is removed. So carbon and oxygen both are one bond deficient. So to satisfy their bond deficiency, there will be a formation of new bond between carbon and oxygen, as a result of which ethanol will be converted to ethanol. CH3, C double bond to H. CH3, here is your CH3 unit. CH, here is your CH unit, and C double bond O, here is your C double bond O unit. So ethanol will be converted to ethanol. Remember, an important point here, primary alcohols gets converted to aldehyde, and if secondary alcohols are taken, then secondary alcohols are converted to ketone by this reaction. Then the last reaction, dehydrohalogenation, removal of hydrogen halide molecule HX. It can be HCl, HBr or HI. So what we are using? We are using alkyl halide here or haloalkanes here. In presence of alcoholic KOH, not aqueous KOH. Aqueous KOH will carry out nucleophilic substitution reaction. Aqueous KOH converts haloalkanes or alkyl halides to alcohol. We have changed the medium. Aqueous KOH, water is there. Alcoholic KOH, alcohol is there. So alcoholic KOH here works as a dehydrohalogenating reagent. In presence of alcoholic KOH, removal of hydrogen halide molecule will take place. So when haloalkanes or alkyl halides are heated with alcoholic KOH, then Cl from this carbon, H from this carbon are removed. So H will combine with Cl and will be removed in the form of HCl. And there will be a formation of new bond between carbon-carbon atom. As a result, chloroethane is converted to ethene. So it is all about elimination reaction. Then comes the last reaction, that is rearrangement reaction. It is not substitution, it is the rearrangement reaction. So here rearrangement reaction, the simplest of all. What happens in rearrangement reaction? Rearrangement of atoms or group of atoms takes place in the same molecule under suitable conditions, as a result of which we get the product. Nothing is added from outside and nothing is removed from the organic molecule. Atoms or group of atoms undergo rearrangement within the same molecule in presence of suitable reagents. And this reaction is called rearrangement reaction. Remember, the molecular formula of the reactant and the molecular formula product remains same. It means we can say that in rearrangement reaction, reactant exhibit isomerism with the product molecule because their molecular formula is same, but the structure is different because rearrangement has taken place. So very simple example, let us take normal butane. When heated in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, undergoes rearrangement of carbon and hydrogen, as a result of which branching is created in the molecule. And normal butane gets converted to isobutane. You can compare. They are 4 carbon atoms. They are 4 carbon atoms. Hydrogen, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. Here also 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 1, 10. So simply arrangement of carbon and hydrogen within the same molecule. Nothing is added from outside, nothing is removed from the molecule. And butane, exhibit chain isomerism with isobutane. So this is all about rearrangement reaction. It was the last topic of this chapter. That's all in this chapter. That's all from my side for today. Thank you and have a good day.